So welcome to St. Louis. Well, it's not St. Louis, it's actually Illinois. East St. Louis in Illinois, the Worldwide Technologies Raceway. I'm pretty excited about this race because it's one of my favorite tracks. We have go-kart racing. They have a circular track there too that do NASCAR on. It's a beautiful track. I was excited. We actually were given the opportunity to do one test and tune pass, one hit that's free, doesn't count for qualifying. Just get out there and do it before our qualifying actually starts. So we took that opportunity to do that. I went out there and just ran it exactly the way I had it sitting in Norwalk. No changes whatsoever. Just wanted to see what it was going to do right out of the box, right out of the trailer. And this is what it did. I'm afraid it won't start back up.
Yeah, I know. That's right. Because he said it was kicking back hard.
Yeah.
But anyway, you're the only one running. I didn't want you to sit here and just.
Oh, I appreciate it. I can't hear anything, so.
Yeah, I know. I didn't want you to sit here and build heat.
Yeah. Well, I'm already hot, so.
You are car.
Both.
Hot yet?
I'm fucking burning up. Car is too. Hope it starts.
We let it run for 2 days.
I know. No one told me to shut off. Till Robbie came over and finally did.
Oh, what is it?
I got up to 175, but
162?
162 now. But it's just draining my battery with the water pump going.
If I can help you start it off, I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
I don't either. Well, thanks for telling me because I would have still been sitting here. Huh?
What do you normally stage at?
About 150 something.
You got your water pump off now?
No, it's still on right
Turn it
now.
off. Your battery's at 12 through.
If something happens, you can't start it. I do have my golf cart and a strap.
Mine wasn't bad. I saw you had an 04? 04, I mean, that's little slow.
Problem was, is I sat there. Robbie had to come over and tell me to shut down because they were fucking around with the track, and I waited and sat there until it got up to 180 degrees. He said, "Come on and shut it down because you don't know what the freak they're doing." So I shut it down. I think I launched at 175, which is high for me, which lower soaking and everything. I mean, so it really, it's a good run, but it wasn't actually accurate. But the problem was, you know, I always worry about those.
What was your reaction?
43, so it needs to be a little better.
A little better race and two-step.
Yeah, and my two-step is going to stay at 5,000. My shift point could change up some.
Well,
So
you need a better reaction time.
Yeah, I mean, I could bump up like 5,200.
So I had a 043 reaction time, which is not great, but the car ran pretty good. And I ended up doing a 1004 with a 0. A little slow, not fast enough, but I'm in the ballpark and I'm okay with that number. And I think I might have let out just a little bit too early on near the stripe. Looking at my data, it may have been, you know, a split hair second, whatever. So I may have ran a 1002 or 1003, but regardless, I was okay with the run. So our first Q qualifying run was coming up around 3 o'clock. It's gotten warmer and the air's gotten a little thicker and more humid. Density altitude's changed. And we have wind also on top of that. So here's how my Q1 went.
See, the only thing I changed was my shift point. I went up 400 on my shift point. It seemed like it shifted too soon on the first one. Didn't change anything else, and I did a 998 with a 4, so that puts me a tenth off, well, 16 hundredths off. my reaction time was still 49. So, I mean, I got the speed back, but now.
All right, so I get out there, and on Q1, my second run of the day, but Q1, I pulled an 049 reaction time. So it's gotten slower. And I don't know exactly what's happening, because before, at the same track, everyone seemed to be red lighting. So now everybody's kind of going a little slower on their reactions. But I've got to figure that out, or I'm not going to win any races, period. I did a 998 with a 4. So I was a little too fast, but still in the ballpark. I can add a little bit of weight, and hopefully that will correct what issues I had with going too fast. So I'm happy with that run. So Q3 runs around. I'm sitting in the staging lanes, and I'm excited because I ran, the previous one was that 998, added like 25 pounds, and thought this should get me. My computer prediction showed me running a 10 flat with that weight in there. I think it was a 10 flat with a 4 or a 6. So sitting there in staging lanes, check my air pressure, everything, get in the car when they start to move us forward, and all I hear is click, 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 and from my relay, not from the starter. I have plenty of juice, have plenty of voltage. It's not doing anything. And let me tell you, I had 4 or 5 guys come up to the car, and we took the hood off while I was strapped in the car still, because I didn't want to get out and undo everything. Those guys looking under there trying to jump my starter, nothing is working. Tried to jump the neutral safety switch, nothing's working. Finally have to call it and get towed back to the pits. So my Q2, my third run of the night, was null and void. It's done. I was dead in the water, and had to get towed back to the pits. Another thing that I wanted to say about the guys that go above and beyond, Trevor Messamore was right there. So Shane Bowman was trying to help. Nick Hamilton was trying to help. Those guys, not only they were helping me try to get started on the line, but Trevor was able to go get another starter, put it in. Long story short, I got it back in by the next morning, and it started beautifully. It actually started better than it ever started before. I was having this little kickback thing going on, and I think the starter was going bad anyways. So got that starter in there, and was able to run Q3 the next morning. And this is how it went. So in Q3, our first run on Saturday, I got out there and ran our teammate Bill Hamilton in his Fox body. He was an 11-second car, I was a 10-second car, so he was just gonna be a little bit behind me, but did an 0.62 reaction time, which is even worse now. So again, I gotta figure that out. And the good news though is I ran a 10.01 with a 1, and that was no letting out. That was running perfect with the added weight, and it was sailing. It was good. Actually put me 4th qualifier out of 40 drivers, and that's, to me, that's pretty impressive. Qualifying is only one part of all of this, but to be qualified for it, get an extra point or two, I was happy with that. And everybody was on their game. I just happened to be 4th better on the game. So going into my elimination run, ran against a guy that I've run numerous times before and red lit on him before, twice before, have not beat him yet. The times I've raced him, it's always been a close race, even though I red lit. And this one was not going to be an exception. Mark Sperry is his name, runs I think it's a 68 or 69 Camaro, beautiful car. He's been racing for a long time. And I get out there and this is what happens. Kind of the opposite of what happened at Norwalk. In Norwalk, I whomped it a little too many times, gave up everything that I had gained off the line to a good friend of mine, and he passed me with 2 thousandths victory. This one, I did the opposite. I wanted to have confidence in the number that we were predicting it was going to run, and which was going to be a 10 flat with a 6 or an 8. And I had to be confident in that. Maybe let up once just to make sure I don't break out, let up once and back in it. So one thing I was not accounting for, it's something every time. Something happens every time. One thing I was not accounting for was we had 17 to 19 mile an hour gusts of a tailwind, which is going to push you a little faster. And I was way too fast. So I broke out with a 992 and I think a 4, and he broke out too with a 996, I believe. We both double breakout. I broke out worse. The thing about it was, as I watched him side me, I thought I had a fender on him. And when you look at the video, I had a whole car on him. So obviously my perception of where he was in all this was way off. I should have let out a little bit more. I should have scrubbed the brakes or whomped it. But I guess maybe I was gun shy from the time before. So another round 1 defeat. Still have the round 2 curse, but we're going to Michigan this week at US 131, another quarter-mile track, racing with my NDRL brothers and sisters, and we're going to get past the 2nd round this time. Damn it! So look forward to that video. Also, make sure you like and subscribe. Share these videos if you like it. We're just some bunch of guys just showing you what we do on our pastime and on our free time. This is fun for us. We enjoy sharing it with all of you. Please just like and subscribe to our channel, The Blood Brothers Racing, and we got more exciting stuff for you to come in the future. 2 races to go this year, Michigan, and then back to Beach Bend Bowling Green. We'll see you there.